Steve, fantastic win today. A victory for some great tactics, really, I think, on your part, and also the efforts of the players.
Yeah, Jim, we've come to a club that's full time. Got some really good players. Knew we was going to be up against it, but I got faith in my lads to follow instructions more than not. And today they followed it out to the letter of the law, sort of thing. You know, we knew they'd have a lot more possession, and we was banking on being a little bit better when we won the ball back in key areas with them throwing numbers forward, especially at the end. Wasn't to be, but the real bit of quality was our goal. You know, for a long ball team. For a pub team, which was disrespectful from one of their members of staff saying at the end that I wasn't happy with. If they watched that goal, you know what I mean, I'd be happy with it. But I'm not taking away the fact that we had to defend for our lives because they put so much pressure on us, but the boys didn't crack and they stuck with it.
And your formation this afternoon was interesting. You kind of packed the midfield, which was probably the right thing to do, and got bodies, you know, behind the ball.
Yeah, listen. I know how they play. I've watched enough of them, and they've got some very good technical players. And if you let them have a run of the field and gamble on just going 2 against 2 with their centre halves and centre forwards like we normally do, we'd have come unstuck today. Make no bones about it. So we thought long and hard about it, made a decision. You know, Alex Akrofi's come in and done a job for us when he's not one of them sort of like attacking midfielders that he had to come on and do because Fippo was injured. But Parky was out, Arthur's out. Who else was out today? Tom Beer. So 2 of your 3 midfielders are out. Tom Phipps coming on a dual reg for us, which has helped me out massively for the 45-50 minutes he was on. Glad to see him back and having a run out for us. But again, like I say, the boys done ever so well, and they deserve all the plaudits today. Whether we was good with the ball, we was definitely good without the ball, and sometimes football's like that.
And when you've got Tommy Wood up front, you've always got a chance, haven't you?
Yeah,
of nicking a goal. You know,
yeah, but I'd also say that is it 2 and 2 now? You've got Alex that could play up there as well as a lone one, Jason and Splatty. So I've got a rich of forwards at the moment that are all chomping at the bit, and it's just Tommy Wood's doing well at the minute. You know, he was dead on his legs again at the end. So Jason come on and he had his little spell, and like I say, he done well. But yeah, he done well, mate. He's done really well for us since he's come back, and long may it continue along with the other boys.
No, definitely. Bit of a shout for a penalty in the sort of dying minutes. What did you make of it?
Could have been given, wasn't given. We end up with a 3 points. So that's going to happen to us this season. It's going to happen to other teams this season against us. It's one of those. The ref hasn't given it. You know, if he'd given it, could I have argued? Maybe not until I've seen the video. They went over a couple of times quite easy in the box, and maybe by doing that, that's what the ref hasn't given it, because he may have thought, well, they've done it a couple of times before. If he hasn't been touched, I'm thinking he's done it again. So, listen, it weren't given. Let's get this right at the moment. We've played a team that are excellent and going to be in and around the top, if not the top 3 or 4. We've done a job in terms of wasn't very good with the ball today, apart from the goal. A couple of other occasions, but we was very good without the ball. And people lose sight of what football's about. It ain't about just what you do with the ball, it's what you do without the ball. So if the Sean Fearballs or Joe Turner goes into midfield, or Tom Phipp don't track runners, you know, Lee Martin, an absolute class act. You know, shouldn't be playing at this level. He's absolutely unbelievable. But if you don't track him, he scores a goal. And that goes with any of their players. So Paxman, his feet are unbelievable. But if you ain't concentrating for 90 minutes, 95 minutes, he's going to open up the defence against you. So without the ball, we was absolutely superb today. With the ball, we could have been better, yes. But when we needed to be, we scored the goal. But off the ball, mate, I say defensively we're always going to be sound and organised, and today we was magnificent off the ball.
No, definitely very good. And so we move on to Braintree.
Yeah.
Well, not to Braintree. We're at home, of course, on Tuesday evening. Be another difficult game, I guess. And they may have turned a corner. A new manager, 8 new players in, I think, the last game.
Yeah, I know Ryan. I know Ryan Maxwell very well from years ago, and stay in touch with him quite often. He'll have them fired up. He'll have them organised. He's brought new players in, so they're going to be decent. They didn't play today, but they're going to. So they've had a break. We've had a lot of work done today in terms of the miles we've had to cover because of the ball that Ebbsfleet kept. But it's going to be a tough game, and we need to back it up. We want to win, but we need to back it up with at least a point after today. Otherwise, today's great, but it leaves a damp damp taste in your mouth sort of thing. So, like I say, we've got to be prepared. The boys will. They've had their stretches, you know, they can look after themselves a weekend, and then we go again. But yeah, no, very, very pleased with the day. You know, the only, and I will say it on here, the sour taste that I've left in my mouth is when we was called by one of their bench a pub team. Now, I think that's disrespectful. I believe that whether you're good or not good, or people don't fancy you, just have a bit of respect and say, yeah, we were betting you. You don't call teams pub teams. You know, not at this level.
There are no pub teams in National South.
No, but we got called it. We got called it, and that's what the little thing was at the end, and that's embarrassing. I don't agree with that. But like I say, for a pub team in Kent to come to Ebbsfleet, that's a club dear to my heart as well, to be honest with you, and get 3 points, I'll sleep well tonight.
Brilliant. Well done, Steve. Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Cheers, Jim.
Well, James, I don't know if you're aware this season, Billericay was our first time we've ever won there. Chelmsford, first time we've ever won there since 1951, and it's the first time we won there since the mid-80s. Getting some good away wins this season.
Yeah, it seemed to be breaking a few records this year. But it just goes to show the togetherness at the club at the moment, the players, the willingness to just to do whatever we can. Obviously, there's been a few results that haven't gone our way this year, but the togetherness and the willingness to just work hard, get the results in that we need to, it's fantastic. It's second, we can't fault the boys, the staff all together. It's just been brilliant. It's fantastic so far.
Particularly going well away from home at the moment, isn't it? They all got one of the points have come away from home this season. Today was one of those performances, a lot of defending to do, but you all did your jobs.
Yeah, again, when we had the team talk before the game, one of the main things was doing our job. Can you nullify and stop your opponent at source as much as you possibly can? And I felt, even though they had a lot of the ball and I was moving it side to side and things like that, I think we still did nullify them to very few chances. I don't think Johnny actually had a save or a proper save to make, to be honest with you. So I mean, again, it just goes down to the concentration levels of the full 95 or whatever it was minutes, and yeah, it's just fantastic, and we're just all the boys are buzzing in there that we got the win. We'll enjoy tonight, we'll enjoy the rest of the weekend, but then we'll get back focused again for Braintree on Tuesday. As you said, most of our points have come away from home. It's now about getting the home form right and picking up points at home, because that's where you want to make it your fortress, you know, and that's where you want to pick up your points as well. So yeah.
4 home games in a row. I think we've only played 4 home games in 2020. So far, a ridiculous year it's been for home games, isn't it? Well, it'd be great to get back home.
Yeah, exactly. It would be great to be playing back at home. As we all know, the fans are not there at the moment to enjoy it with us, but we will try and do what we can, and we will continue to do what we can. If we can continue to put on performances like, you know, Chelmsford away, Billericay away, today away, and do them at home, then I think we'll be more than alright. If you compare how we've been so far to last season, I don't think we had accumulated as much points this time last year. So it just shows the improvement. We've gotten used to the league now. We know what it takes, and we know that, you know, one lapse of concentration can punish you at any time in this league, and we was at the deficit of that many times last year, you know, conceding a few late goals. But this year I think we've switched on now, and the concentration levels are just fantastic. So buzzing to be fair. Yeah.
Well, good luck on Tuesday night. It's a sort of newly assembled Braintree side, and they won last week. So
again, you can't take any team for granted in this league. As we know, even from last year and this year, you know, anyone can beat anyone in this league on their day. So we just have to, we have to make sure that we're concentrating for the full 90 minutes, and we go out there with our game plan, and we execute it, and hopefully we pick up the 3 points.
Brilliant. Good luck Tuesday.
Cheers, thank you very much.
Well done today.
Cheers, thank you.